Dana White. I just saw you on the TV.
Yes, hi, Dana.
You were just somewhere else.
We're quick, man.
It's amazing. You are around. Unbelievable. Congrats.
Thank you.
On the Fox deal. Boy, that's a biggie.
Thank you.
For you guys.
We're pretty pumped about it.
No shit.
Doesn't suck, right?
That's real TV right there.
It is it's literally the deal I've been waiting for years.
Yeah, you've opened up UFC to a lot of people now.
We will. Yeah, that first fight that we do in November is going to be like our Forrest Griffin, Stephan Bonner. It better be a good one.
Right.
Yeah,
a lot of people are going to be watching for the first time.
I own a news company. I was wondering, I just got a bunch of orders from Spike. That explains what happened. They must be so sad. How did they blow it?
You know what? To be honest with you, Kevin Kay, the president of Spike, and Doug Herzog, the guy who runs Comedy Central, they're bummed. You know what I mean? They wanted this thing. This decision was made up higher.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's
we won't get into that though.
The business logistics.
Yeah.
It must be hard though to compete with Fox. If Fox wants something, I'm sure the resources are a little better.
We were out there talking to everybody. You know, we talked to everybody. We talked to Comcast, CBS, Spike. We talked to the Turner Group. We talked to Fox.
But when you got the network that has, the Super Bowl and
no doubt about it. I don't know if you guys have been watching the NFL, but they've already been integrating us into the NFL.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
It just they're really positioning it it looks great the way they're promoting it.
Yeah. When I see that UFC on Fox logo, I get all pumped up.
And it's great though. Fox must love it here in New York because you can never go see a live event here in New York, so you can just watch it on television.
You might as well
How
watch
great is that?
Stupid assholes
That's great for
around
Fox.
here. Jesus Christ.
We'll get that thing worked out. I mean, we've talked about that before.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
union.
We'll get
problems.
it figured out.
I got some union troubles.
Yeah, but I got to hop on a plane when I want to go see fights. I'd rather just watch them here. Right. I want to go to Brazil, but let's be honest, I'd probably miss the Silva fight.
Oh, you certainly
things would happen. I'm sure I'd wind up getting distracted, doing something probably very bad and being arrested.
Getting distracted isn't all you'd get.
You do fine in Vegas, man. You go to Vegas and don't have any problems.
You should see me on the phone with escorts. It's like, can you be here by 2 o'clock? You got to be out by 3 because it's a West Coast feed. Prostitutes don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that it's a West Coast feed. They don't know what's happening. I'm really bummed I can't go. It's just too far for me to fly. But Silva's fighting again, and he's one guy I've never seen fight live, and I really, really want to see.
Oh, you haven't seen him?
No, I've never been to one of his fights.
Yeah, for some reason I thought you were at the
Philadelphia
fight. No, the
no.
fight.
No. Where was that? Vegas?
I thought you were there. Yeah.
No, I
He
should.
fights in Vegas a lot. The crazy thing about this fight down in Brazil is we sold 14,000 tickets. We pussed out a little bit. I'll admit that we pussed out. We sold 14,000 tickets. 350,000 people were looking for tickets.
Wow.
We could have done a soccer stadium down there. And this weekend, this thing's on open TV. 40 million people will watch this fight this weekend. Crazy. So,
wow.
Jesus Christ. So why didn't you move to a soccer stadium? Couldn't you have moved it once
once we
venue.
put it on. Yeah, they have all kinds of strict laws down there about ticket sales. It's crazy.
So you guys are having... how many fights are you actually going to do on Fox? And what's the first live one? You don't even know yet.
Yeah, no, we're doing four a year on Big Fox on the network. We're doing 6 a year on FX.
FX, nice.
2 seasons of The Ultimate Fighter a year. And our UFC Primetime, we're doing, that thing will run on there too. And then all of our other programming will be spread throughout their Fox networks.
Okay, so you're going to have two. There's going to be live fights now because I think usually on The Ultimate Fighter, it's just the last fight is live.
Yeah, so The Ultimate Fighter is going to be live now. So what we're doing is the reality will be what we call Jive Live. It'll be like 4 days, and then we go live for the fights. So it's never been done before. It's going to be pretty cool.
What is the reason for it? They just don't want the results leaking? It sounds great. I mean, although when I watch them, though, to me, it's always live anyway.
Right.
I'm closer. It's just, we love E-Rock, but he really does get in fucking close, like it's, Lyndon Johnson inauguration footage.
Close Encounter sunburn.
So what is the purpose of having it live? I wonder if that has anything to do. Do they want people in Vegas to get more interested, do you think?
No, we want to do it live because it's never been done before.
Okay.
It just makes it more relevant. You know what I mean? The reality is when we can this thing, it's been months. Some of the stuff leaks out. This will be live.
And the live angle is more exciting because if something huge happens, it would leak.
Well, here's
if
the
it was
thing
recorded.
Too. One of the things right now, what pulls big ratings are live sports. Mm-hmm. Live sporting events. This will be a live sporting event every week. There'll be a live fight.
Logistically, that's got to be a
Oh, it's
nightmare. Wow.
We used to film the thing in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's going to take us 13 weeks to film now.
It's a nice problem to have, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, believe me.
How is Brock, by the way?
He's doing a lot better.
He's
he'll probably fight the first of the year. He's recovered very well, and he's been farming. He's got a farm up in Canada. So
he's 100% healthy?
yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah,
I can see him pulling a plow by himself with a yoke around his neck.
And a horse just watching, smoking. Hey, it's funny. Is Chael Sonnen in? For anyone that doesn't know Chael Sonnen, he's just a great. I'm dying to get him in here because he's such a fun guy to listen to.
Is he that smart ass?
Does he shit talk?
Yeah.
He's nuts. Like literally to talk to people.
Nuts. And the answer is, I know where you're going with this. The answer is yes. He's in Brazil. He's in Brazil and has been there training Yushin Okami for the Anderson Silva fight this weekend. And he's down there on Twitter saying the most horrible shit about Brazil and Brazilians.
Is he still saying it?
Yeah, he's down there.
And it's not like those people really have pride in their nation and their peoples.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you, man, it's dangerous. You know what I mean down there? So he's nuts, yeah.
And you
guys should have him on here.
I'd love to.
With him.
He's one of my favorite people. I went to Philadelphia, and when I saw you, and I just wanted to meet Chael. I hadn't met him before, and he's a very nice guy, but what a ferocious fucking vibe he has. Yeah, he's a problem.
It's true.
Chael is a real problem because he's fighting these guys and actually just shit talking them before he fights them. It's easy to do it in a different weight class, or guys, it's easy for me to shit talk somebody I'm never going to fight, but to know you're going to fight Silva and then just attack him.
Well, first of all, Yushin Okami, the guy that is fighting this weekend against Anderson Silva. Anderson's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, and I think he's the best fighter ever. And the guy that everybody feels has the style to beat, Anderson because of that first fight is Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen's been training Yushin Okami, who, again, is the best Japanese fighter to ever come out of Japan. This guy is a big 185-pounder. He's strong. He's good at wrestling. When he gets you on the ground, he beats you up. And it's going to be an interesting fight with the fact that he has been training with Chael for so long.
What did Chael do differently? I mean, I've watched the fight, and he literally beat up Anderson Silva for 5 rounds. He really completely. Rogan said he's been hit more in this fight than he has in his entire UFC career.
True.
And what did he do differently? I mean, because I've never seen Silva get taken down, or maybe once it's kind of a half a slip and he goes down. What did Sonnen do that just...
Well, you have all these things, there's all these theories that come out after the fight. One of the things was that he went into that fight with injured ribs.
Right.
Is what, is the word. But still, Chael Sonnen was in his face, hurt him with punches, and took him to the ground, did everything else. But what makes Anderson Silva so amazing is, 30 seconds left of the fight, he pulls off a triangle choke.
Yeah.
And
it looked like Chael didn't want to tap either. He looked like he was like, he just didn't want to do it.
How disgusted would you be if you're just beating the shit out of somebody, and then you're like, oh,
that
man,
was the belt.
I'm done.
That's what he says all the time. He's like, people say that Anderson Silva beat me. He didn't beat me. Did you watch that fight? When you absolutely pummel a guy for 5 rounds and he wraps his leg around your neck, you're the loser of the fight?
You gotta love the way he spins that, though.
But apparently, yes, you are the loser of the fight. But that's how it works.
When you're about to go unconscious, I can't remember. He either had him in a triangle or had an armbar on him. I think he's transitioned from the triangle to an armbar. And yes, your elbow was about to snap in half, and that's why you tapped.
And that is one of the great things about the sport. Is in boxing, for the most part, it's very rare that you would see a guy get the shit beat out of him like that and have that rocky comeback where he's got enough energy left to beat the shit out of his opponent and win the fight. You get that with UFC, where it's like, oh wow, he's getting the shit beat out of him, and hey, he wins. Hey, how the fuck that happened? It's amazing to watch.
Did you see what a phony I was though when you were saying like he went from an armbar to a triangle? I don't remember, but I was just going to go, yes, just 2 men of similar ilk discussing the outcome. But you could have said anything. Like, wasn't he eating a burger and he slipped? I would have went, yes, that's exactly what happened. Fucking asshole I am. And, what's going on with you and Bob Arum, who I'm tired of the arrogance of fucking boxing drives me nuts. How arrogant the sport is.
You want to talk about arrogance? This guy is the king of arrogance. This guy is such a pompous, arrogant. I'm tired of this guy. I'm tired of listening to his shit. First of all, he's one of these elitist.
David never speaks his mind.
Yeah, that's the beauty of him.
He's one of these elitist. If you've ever been around this guy or around, the circle he's in, these are the people that think they're better than everybody else, and it's just To explain to you how bad I can't stand this guy and how tired I am. Basically, he comes out and when we first bought the company, starts talking all this shit about the Fertitta brothers and how stupid they were to buy this thing, and this thing's losing tons of money. It's never going to work. Then as it starts to take off, he says, this thing, da-da-da. He's always got something to say. When we did this Fox deal, he's got a million reasons why Fox got into this business. It has nothing to do with the UFC being popular. And the night that we go, you asked me, the first Fox show is November.
Right.
And it's up against the Pacquiao fight that night. And he's like, yeah, they could put a movie on and it'd be more competition. Yet his son, when we announced the date that we were going on, flipped out and starts calling everybody in the business from DirecTV to In Demand to you name it, pissed off that we're going on this night. And just everything that comes out of this guy is exactly like you said, pompous and arrogant. He's a complete douchebag. I'm sick of hearing him.
A complete douchebag.
Yeah,
that's great, man, because it's like boxing for so long. And I always said, that one of the reasons UFC is successful, besides the fights, it's the fact that you can't go from the ring backstage without signing for a half hour. There's a weird connection that the fans have that boxing lost. I don't know if. Probably never had it in my lifetime.
Gentleman Jim Corbett.
Yeah, probably Joe Louis was the last nice one.
He used to sign.
But no,
the thing is about this Bob Arum thing, too, is look, if boxing hasn't changed, they haven't changed anything in 30 years. It's exactly the same. If you watch an HBO boxing match, the only thing difference between 30 years ago and today is HD.
Yeah,
everything's even the fucking announcers are exactly the same. These guys are 140 years old. Yep. Bob Arum, I mean, it's just such a, like you said, such a cocky, arrogant sport all the way from the bottom to the top. And but the bottom line is, Bob, you weren't smart enough to do what we did, or the other thing about him is all these boxing guys are greedy, fat pigs that take everything that they can get out of the sport of boxing and don't invest a dime back into it. Nobody did anything to secure the future of boxing. All these pigs like Arum do is take money. It
has a horrible reputation, boxing, for just fucking over people, not giving back to the sport,
to the sport,
right,
to the fighters or the fans or anybody else. It's some big fat pig who helped destroy the sport of boxing, sitting around saying, "Give me more money."
It's exactly what it feels like, too, because I never feel, it's funny, I never feel any type of a fan connection or anything from boxers, and that just comes from the top. And, hey, look, you guys are the hot chick. That's the way it is. UFC is the one. Nobody under 20 is going, oh, boxing. Maybe, certain ethnicities like it more than
I don't think anyone under 30 is.
Well, the thing that sucks is, the thing that really sucks is, for instance, Manny Pacquiao. I'm a huge Manny Pacquiao fan. I'm a fan of boxing. And, I'm just not a Bob Arum fan. I'm not a fan of these guys who have beat this sport down over the last however many years and just continue to rape the sport of boxing and not give back to it, not invest in it, nothing. And Bob talks about how, oh, this isn't this and that. Look at all the Top Rank. Top Rank is his company. Look at the fights they're putting on. These clowns are trying to copy everything we do. Now they got these vignettes that they're running in-house. They got DJs playing music. They're trying to copy us. But he wants to come out and talk shit. I'm just tired of this guy. Tired of him.
Trying to update it and make it a little more youth friendly,
which is cool,
But you know what? You can't do it by ripping off people that are already doing it.
Yeah, well, you never heard me say it before that. I've been to his fights where they're ripping us off and they're copying everything we do, and then the guy comes out and starts talking shit like, what they're doing is ridiculous, and I don't care. But well, if it's ridiculous, what the fuck are you doing copying us?
Well, the vindication will be when you completely blow them away in November.
Yeah.
Fox. Well, you guys are being smart about that. That was just probably a big coincidence that it happened to be on the same night, I'm sure.
No. But the reality is, here's the thing. It's not the greatest date for me either.
Sure.
It's a fight night with Manny Pacquiao going on. But we compete with the NFL, Major League Baseball, the NBA.